Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Shining Force. I'm Craig Stern, and here we are in Waral, a tropical paradise populated by an incredibly inbred mermaid family and a socialist king. Socialist, of course, because he owns literally all of the businesses in town, as you can see. No law indeed. So, now that we're back here, it's time to check up on our ship and see if it's been repaired. Oh, well then. Guess we have to beg for permission from King Merchant. I most certainly am. I love this game. Incidentally, he did take money from me when he sold me weapons before, but we'll just let that slide. So as you can see, Kokichi looks way different now that he's promoted. Not in his portrait, of course, but rather in his little battle sprite there. His attack, his defense, his hit points, agility, all reduced. That's just what happens when you promote people. May, also promoted now, and so is Gong. He is now a Master Monk, and he has an eye patch, apparently. Or at least, that's kind of what it looks like from his battle sprite. Just one of the many ways in which he looks way cooler when he's promoted. Alright, so as you can see here, we've got a lot of the same enemies we were fighting before. One exception is this sucker right here. This is new. This is a gargoyle. As you can see, gargoyles have pretty significant attack, pretty good defense, really high agility, and, you know, hit points about equal to what you find on a Pegasus Knight. The only thing that makes gargoyles a little iffy is that they have muddle. Now, if this were a game where confusion did something, that would actually be a pretty significant thing to have to deal with. But of course, muddle actually does nothing in this game, so what you have, essentially, are pretty effective enemies who, basically at random, every once in a while, just decide to take a turn doing absolutely nothing. Which wouldn't be unprecedented. You know, you've got games like the Dragon Quest series, where enemies frequently will, in fact, take a turn to do absolutely nothing. It's pretty unusual for a strategy RPG, however. And here's May's first attack, post-promotion. Look at that horse armor. She looks so dope. Can I say that? Dope? Of course I can say it. It's the internet. I don't have to worry about any sort of regulatory authorities whatsoever. Man, the heat axe is awesome. Just saying. I wonder where that sea bat's going. Hope he's not trying to take out my healers, because that would be decidedly uncool. I don't think I've commented yet on the music on these boat battles. I just want to say, I'm a fan. It kind of sounds like a battle version of the Love Boat theme, and that really appeals to me, for reasons that I can't describe. As you can see, Kokichi's upgraded his rig into a sort of crazy spinning helicopter thing. Just one reason why he's a great character. Anyone who flies around in a crazy steampunk helicopter deserves a spot on my team. This is the first time we see that, actually, in a Shining Force game, but it's something that appears throughout the series, is enemies just sort of randomly appearing on the battlefield at certain points. As you can see, Bouffant is getting just a little too powerful for the likes of these sea bats. They are not going to last very long against him. I need to make a decision. I think I'm gonna move Domingo over here. A nice little evasion from May. And the conch is back to take another swipe. Okay, look at this real fast. See that? Looks like he's shooting a missile at her. I don't get what's going on with that. Does he just have a bunch of missiles hidden under his shell? It's pretty crazy. Oh, sure. Oh no, that's overkill. Let's just Blaze One him. Oh, good. We aren't done maxing up, Bah, that's not a phrase. We aren't done leveling up Dao. She has more useful spells to learn. In particular, Blaze level 4 is actually pretty awesome. Even though it doesn't have the really impressive range of the freeze spells, it deals pretty hefty damage. Certainly much more impressive than Blaze level 3. And that is valuable. I believe she also learns Boost, which does basically what we saw happen when you use the Power Ring. It massively increases a unit's attack. Really, really handy stuff. So, I think I'm gonna have Gort use the Heat Axe again, because an AoE attack on those sea bats seems like just the thing right now. And a nice little experience gain for Gort there as well. I think what I might do here... I kinda want to heal May. But I don't know if I want to waste the extra magic points on a heal too. I think she'll probably be okay for another turn. And I will send out Xylo to hopefully occupy this conch here. Those are some crazy claws Xylo has, piercing even that massive shell. Uh-oh. I was kind of hoping the conch would go for Bouffant, but it seems he found a tastier target. Luckily, the Seabat did not have the range to follow up on that, and instead dealt a whopping 1 point of damage to Gort. I'm okay with that. It's cool. So, really I should heal Dao, and I'm probably going to do that. But in the very near future, I really want to show you Gort's new attack that he gets now that he's... First of all, look at that awesome sprite. He just looks so cool now. Not that he didn't look cool before, but you have to admit, that is a pretty sweet monk uniform. His attack is even cooler, if you can imagine that. I am looking forward to showing it to you. Alright, Kokichi, why don't you take out this Seabat here? In your crazy new helicopter. Oh, for the love of God. Okay. I think, yeah, let's have a low, use heal 2 on May, just because I don't care about wasting Low's magic points. Okay, what do I do here? Maybe I should have him finish off this conch. Maybe I should have him go finish off this Seabat. So many choices. I'm not sure what I want to do. Maybe finishing off this conch is higher priority. I don't want Dao getting hurt too bad. And Buffont's already at level 5. He is turning into, holy cow, speed increases by 7. He is turning into quite the beast. What does that bring his defense to? Defense to 20, agility to 30. Holy cow. That is awfully impressive stuff. Yeah, he has better defense than Domingo now. But he doesn't have freeze 2. So Domingo still has that going for him. Also, he's a flying jellyfish. Say what you want about Buffont, but he is no flying jellyfish. Oh, nope, now Domingo has leapfrogged Buffont. He now has the higher defense. Yeah, May is actually starting to lag a little in defense, if only because her promotion put her a little bit behind. I'm looking forward to leveling her up some more, and getting her back where she belongs, near the Vanguard, and with some of the highest defense in the game. You know, I was thinking, just before I started this particular episode, about what exactly the developers were trying to say with Waral. I can't help but feel like maybe they were advocating for a form of socialism. I mean, if you think about it, Waral is a tropical island paradise. I mean, granted, half the population is a single family of mermaids, so maybe it's not the most, maybe it's not the greatest example of a model state, but you know, all services and goods are, you know, state-run. Right, the king owns everything. It's sort of a weird, socialist monarchy. And everyone seems happy. Everything's great there. They even repair our busted-up ship absolutely free of charge. Paid for by the taxpayers, presumably. I can't help but feel like maybe the game creators had a kind of a socialist agenda. I'm just kidding, of course. I don't think that's actually the case at all. I think they just kind of did it because they thought it was funny. And here's Dao screwing up our ship again. It's okay, Dao. We forgive you. Yeah, it's kind of funny. This is one busted up ship. Does anyone need healing? May is doing alright. Everyone's doing pretty okay here. I'm not too concerned about anyone. May does have some pretty low max hit points though, so maybe I'll just heal her anyway. Get Chris a little more experience. That never hurts. It's funny though, you know, that's the, that stuff I was talking about. That's the sort of thing game developers never really think about, is the message that they're sending with their game design choices. You know, game development is only just starting to come into its own as an art form, and so a lot of people don't really think of it in terms of message at all. They just have this idea that, oh, you know, it's just a game. But I think that does games a disservice. There is no reason why films, or novels, or other media should have all this meaning read into the choices that the artists make, but games shouldn't. Games are just as ripe for investing with meaning as any other medium, and I think it's important that people pay attention. That's my little soapbox rant for the day. One that has absolutely nothing to do with this battle, but I just felt like saying it. I also feel like giving Ken some better defense, so I'm going to have Chris use Quick. Much better. Although, I have to say, that is a pretty lousy experience point gain she got from doing that. Not impressive at all. Hopefully May will level up from this attack. That would be nice. No. Still a little shy on experience. Let's see where she's at. 95. Alright, she is very close. Hopefully we can make that final push in the very near future. I'm a little afraid to send Gong down there alone, but I am determined that you are going to see his new attack sooner or later, hopefully sooner. Whoa, hey now. Going straight for Bufanta, I see. Although, Pegasus Knight's not really able to do much to him at this point. His defense is just a little too high for them. Alright, Lo, we'll just put you down there. Oh, more shellfish, huh? This is going to be an all-out brawl, it looks like. Oh dear. I'm not sure if Kokichi is going to be able to handle this. Oh, he's just casting Muddle. See, he's got a little star spinning around his head, which makes you think he's confused, but actually it means absolutely nothing at all. Just a little sad. This game would actually be quite a bit more challenging if Muddle did do something. Sadly, it does not, however. Yeah, Ken's defense increased. That's always a welcome development. Xylo, what will I do with you? I think I will have you move over here, help keep May from getting overwhelmed, and start working on this shellfish. Woohoo! That is a deadly warwolf attack indeed. Incidentally, when I said I was never going to stop making fun of Xylo for being a warwolf, I was not kidding. Alright. What next? I was going to feed this Pegasus Knight to Gong, but given his record of missing every single Pegasus Knight he attacks, it might be a better bet to have him finish off that conch, and instead feed this Pegasus Knight to someone else. But who? Who do I want to give that Pegasus Knight to? I don't know. What I do know, however, is that I want Domingo to fly over here to a place only a flying squid can reach, and lay down some AoE hurt, using Freeze 2. Beautiful! Oh, Domingo, how I love you. And how the enemies hate you. Incidentally, his defense is so high now, he's already in every attack deals 1 damage territory, which is kind of hilarious, considering that he's basically a mage. It doesn't take very long for him to reach that point in the game, though. Which I find, frankly, pretty delightful. And this is probably kind of risky, but I want Dao to hit these guys with some more AoE. Ho-ho! Hey now. Nice, nice, nice. Have Henri finish off this Pegasus Knight. For a mere 12 experience points. As you can see, experience point erosion is already well in effect here for that particular enemy type. Alright, Mei, we'll move you here. Keep Dao safe, and hopefully you'll level up off this conch. And that looks like that is going to happen. Yes, indeed. Level 2. Defense increases by 1, not the greatest. Speed increases by 2, that's good. Hit points increase by 5, much better. Something we haven't seen happen for Mei through the entire game so far. Alright, check this out. Here's Gong's new attack. Tell me that is not freaking awesome. He reaches down to the ground, lifts up his hand, and pulls a pillar of blue fire out of nowhere to nail the enemy. I just think that is the coolest. One reason among many why I love Gong. So as you can see, Kokichi's muddled, but doesn't look like it really does much. The only thing I can tell it's maybe doing is lowering his hit rate. Like, I don't think his agility is normally 11. Maybe that's what it does. And maybe they made it actual confusion in Shining Force 2. I don't know. I guess we'll have to check up on that after the battle to see if his agility is normally that low, or if that's what Muddle actually does. And Domingo, with the last of his magic, is going to help take out this shellfish. As you can see, shellfish are pretty fearsome opponents. And at this point are actually probably the hardest enemies that you have to fight. Between their high attack, high defense, and propensity to poison your characters, they're pretty mean customers. Yeah, we need to get Xylo healed ASAP. Alright. Dao is just short of the magic points for a Blaze 3. But that's okay. Blaze 2 will fit the bill just fine, I think. And she's level 14. Defense increase, max hit points increase, max magic points increase. She actually has a pretty hefty maximum magic point level at this point. of Henri come in and help out. It's a little freeze. Again, not totally necessary. I could have made do with the Blaze one there, but I just love that little freeze animation. It just looks so cool. Okay. We need to heal Xylo, because he's not doing too great right now. And hopefully Lo will be able to move in, at great risk to his own personal health, and detox him in just a moment. I'm thinking about maybe giving that shellfish to Chris to finish off. On the other hand, I kind of want Gong to level up some more, because he's not too far, I think, from learning heal level 3. Ooh, actually, he's... oh ho ho! Thought he was going to be a little shy, but, Gong is not to be deterred in his quest for vengeance against shellfish. I think they made him, like, sick once at a restaurant. Oh snap! Gong just got heal level 3. Excellent. The ship's helm was destroyed. Man, no one was anywhere near the helm. Oh, sorry, narrative, here we go. The ship drifted off course, lost at sea. What will become of the Shining Force? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of Chapter 5, Gateway to the Hidden Shrine. Which actually once again turned out to be pretty useless, much like the Spirit of the Holy Spring. But what are you gonna do? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna record my exploits so far. And here we come to Chapter 6, Descendant of the Sacred Dragons. The Shining Force finally reached the port of Ruto, far from Prompt. I can't tell if that's the game telling me that they were late, or if they were far from the town of Prompt. Just kidding, they capitalized it, so they meant the town. But I like to think that they just showed up really late. Alright folks, that is all we have time for. I'm going to let Buffont stay in bed for a little while that creepy little girl stares at him. And when we come back, we will continue the saga of the Shining Force. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I certainly enjoyed playing, and I will see you next time.